You got the thing? What is up, everybody? I am Ted Darkclaw. Oh, wait, that's the wrong show. All right. How are we doing tonight, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's great.
Doing fantastic. You got a fresh cut today.
You did?
My ears lowered. Yeah, look at that.
You should try getting your ears shrank.
Shrank? I know. They're gigantic. Yeah. I could fly with these things. Excuse me while I pour a drink into my Hella Dope, because I'm part of the Hella Dope Mug Club. So this is my first time trying this hard cider, so let's see how it tastes. This is called Original Hard Cider. I wonder if it tastes original.
Is it the original one?
I don't know. Let's find out. There's Ted Darkclaw right there.
Aloha, Ted.
It has a wonderful bouquet.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. They say that when they're doing wine tasting, so I'll throw it out there. Hey, there's Aaron and Cobb. All right. Well, it's not bad. Not as good as Angry Orchard, but not bad. It actually tastes like real hard cider. So, all right. So, anything new? Uh-oh. Getting serious. He's getting out of the chair. What you got there?
Your doom.
My doom?
Yes.
Well, I see your doom, and I raise you a goodbye. We're gonna have a digital samurai fight. Mine's better because mine's got a black and white blade. Just saying. All right. Those are our toys from the weekend. What else did you get? You got a pretty cool, like brass revolver looking thing. The hell is it called? Yeah, revolver. Oh, yes. And you got your butterfly knife comb for those of us that grew up in the 80s. Remember that? Black Knight, you need that sword. We got what did we pay for these? They're not real.
$75 each. Well, not $75 each. $75 for both combined. So they're like $40 each.
Yeah, these are actually cosplay samurai swords.
They're made out of wood.
The blade's made out of wood, but the sheath's really nice and all that. So they look really good. Got a nice handle. It's all wrapped. What's Ted saying? Is Luke part of the Outsiders? Yes. Yeah. He wears his jeans rolled up and some Chuck Taylors every day.
What are the Outsiders?
Don't make me disappointed, son.
I don't know what the Outsiders are.
You are a fan of Tom Cruise and all those guys back from then, and you don't know who the Outsiders is. You Google that after the show. That's your homework assignment, okay?
I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now.
The movie The Outsiders.
Tom Cruise isn't in The Outsiders, though.
So you want to see what I got this week?
Is that Ralph Macchio?
Yes. All the big names from the 80s.
Is that Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
It is Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was basically, the typical movie, a bunch of friends and brothers and stuff, street gangs and all that fantastic stuff. So I got this orangutan, which is part of the AWOC's Ancients series, which is just the basic figure with like the one cloth thing. But I took off the armor and stuff from Pale and gave him the big battle hammer here. So I have another one of these orangutans coming from Sparrow itself because I needed to get Thane, and of course, Hella Dope was sold out of Thane, so I had to order directly from Sparrow. But I got one of these coming too to make another one of these, and I'm going to have these two guys be like my berserkers, so they go like into the battle first and just destroy everything on the way through. So I got him, and I know you saw my AWOC Madge that I made.
Madge?
Yeah, magician, wizard, whatever. That's what they're called, mages.
They're called mages, but sure.
Yeah. Mage, Madge, whatever. And then I also got Mr. Squatch. He's just a statue, but he's pretty cool. He goes right along with my meditating Bigfoot. So, Mr. Wonderful's here. I am hoping to get Tanger. Let's pop that one up so people know why I'm saying that. So I'm hoping to get Tanger when I go to PowerCon because I'm an idiot, and when I ordered my tickets, I didn't see the fact that I could actually order that with them. So hopefully Jason has some at his booth when I get there on Friday. Probably be the first.
Who's Jason?
The guy that runs Sparrow Toys.
Oh.
No, I actually ordered it 2 days before the Sparrow sale, so I did not know that was going on, but it's all good. It's only
just
money.
Your luck.
It's only money. I take it from Luke. He gives me all the money I need.
I just started my new book.
Try to get one, but if you can't, I've got you covered, dude. Oh, dude, I appreciate that. I definitely want Tanger. I love orangutans.
You look like an orangutan.
I am an orangutan, partly. That's why I really like the Planet of the Apes. So you started your new book.
I did. It's pretty good.
And that is the horror story? Or, Want to give any inside details? Little hints?
It's called, I'll just say the title. The title's Sleepless.
Sleepless.
And, yeah. Do what you will with that.
Yes. Just take that and mix it all in and think about how horrifying it could be to never sleep. They say that's why alcoholics go crazy, is because they actually don't dream correctly. So when they never get into their REM sleep, so their brain and their body never heals. And that's why a lot of alcoholics actually end up going almost to the point of insanity.
You would know.
Huh?
What?
Were you talking to me?
I didn't say anything.
I was sane until I had a son. I had 3 daughters. Everything was going well. I have a son, and then I go off the rails. I don't know.
You just can't keep up.
I can't.
I have not used ChatGPT to proofread it. No. I refuse to interact with the AI.
I don't even know that could do that. That's interesting.
It can do anything.
Well, I know it can, but just didn't think about the fact that you could use it for that. But you proofread it. I proofread it. We found a couple mistakes, fixed those, and
it doesn't really matter anyway because it's just it's my first novel.
Yeah, well, it does matter, but it's not. I mean,
it matters.
It doesn't matter excessively. I mean, Stephen King has grammar errors and stuff in his book, so you just do the best you can do. Mr. Wonderful has like 18 3D printers going on in his house right now, trying to get the Hexa stack all printed out. So you got your first book or your second book started, let's say, and are you actually writing the story already, or are you just doing the preemptive stuff? Already into it? How many hours you got in? Don't know. How many pages you in? Oh, top secret. No speaky about the book. Okay. What else? And Lotus, how's that going?
Pretty good, I guess.
Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, you got quite a few actual book sales, and I know, like I said, I was just talking to Jim Largo the other night, and he ordered his digital download. He's finishing up that Action Force book, which I can't think of the name of it right now, but the Action Force book, and Black Knight wants to know if he's in the book.
You can be in the book if you want. I'll put you in there.
Black Knight's gonna have a cameo in Sleepless. He could be like one of the crazy monsters that comes and attacks the guy, right? Like a horrifying character. Yeah. Yeah. He seems like a pretty scary dude, especially when he lets that grayness grow out in his beard. You know, I love you, brother. So book's going good. And
yes.
Still waiting for Amazon to give you the payout for the first month, right? How long have we had it in there? Maybe 2 weeks now, I think, right? 2 weeks we had the live link, something like that. So other than that, what else you got going
on? Nothing really.
No?
Nope.
Did you have a good 4th? Have the week off of school?
I had a great 4th.
Good.
How about you?
I did, actually. I went for a 7.5 mile hike yesterday.
And you didn't invite me?
No, I didn't actually.
It's kind of rude.
Black Knight says Lotus will be delivered to his house on Friday. Look at that.
You're getting a whole robot. That's awesome.
Actually, I wasn't planning on taking a walk. I went out to check my mail, and I just kept. I was like Forrest Gump. You know, I just kept walking. Next thing I knew, I was down at Crosby's.
You remind me a lot of Forrest Gump.
I was down at Crosby's, and then I went up to. Stupid is as stupid does. So yeah, I ended up just walking, and next thing I knew, I was like 3.5 or better miles away, and I was like, shit, now I got to walk home. And I started walking home.
Fun.
But you know, I got to the mailbox not thinking that it was actually the 4th of July, because I did the stuff on Monday for 4th, and realized there wasn't any mail. So it's kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing. Oh, and I got a new shelf for my toys that came in on Sunday. I built that. Did you see that today when you were here?
I did. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I like it better than it's kind of a little dynamic.
You gonna show us?
I can't show you.
Why not?
Maybe I could. You have to help me direct my camera because I can't tell which way I'm going.
Okay.
Am I going the right direction?
Yep. Down a little bit.
Hold on. I'm running out of camera wire because it's tangled up here. Okay, there we go. Let's flip the light around. Up, down, which way?
Down a little bit. And then to the left. Beautiful.
Good?
Yep.
All right.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, it's my new shelf. It's a little dynamic. Has different layers in it, so it's kind of better than just all on the same level, 4 shelves. That came in on Sunday, but I got a good deal on that from Amazon. So,
what'd you do with the ladder thing?
The white shelf?
Yeah.
Or
the ladder one.
The fire escape shelf?
Yeah, the fire escape one.
Grandpa's taking that and going to actually mount it to like some plywood that he has, and then paint it gray, so I can just print out some like building windows and like decoupage, or seal them on there, and then it'll look like a building. But he's going to make it so because he's got scrap plywood, so So he's going to make it so it can stand up like an actual shelf by itself.
Very interesting.
Instead of actually having to mount the whole thing on the wall like one piece at a time. So I have them putting the platform 7 inches apart, so it'll be perfect for. Basically, I'm going to use it for mostly the Action Force and maybe the Mezco Gomez and stuff, since they're pretty cool. So I can have some of them on the ladders and some of them actually on the platforms. So other than that, the guys from Odd Frog Entertainment had a podcast yesterday or maybe this morning. I can't remember. Last night, maybe. They're working on actually 2 action figures, and then they got the Bandito, which is the car, and then their Bad Van, which is like the A-Team/Punisher van. So they're working on those, but the Kelly, the one guy, is writing an actual comic book about the characters and the vehicles are going to be in there. So they're trying to build this whole little world. So I was discussing that with them earlier today, trying to help them guys out, get some things going. It's a cool little project if they can actually make it happen. But they had that guy they were working with to begin with who kind of screwed them over and took the money and ran. But, it happens when in this day and age, unfortunately, you can't trust anybody.
I don't trust anybody.
Did you get back to Action Crick the last couple of days?
Not lately, no.
We had 10 days of rain almost nonstop. So
yeah, little watery out there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going tomorrow or Friday if it's the weather holds out. But it's got to be cooler back there than it is out on the pavement. So, what else we got going on today? We went to Nickel City Con on Sunday. Right?
Did we? I forgot about that.
Yeah, we did. That's where we got the samurai swords from. It was all right. I mean, it was way too expensive for a local con.
That's one.
Yeah.
Part 1. Part 2, there was like nothing there.
Yeah, I paid $60 for my whole weekend at PowerCon for the 3 days for the tickets. Right? $60 total. And that was what, 35 a piece for me, you, and them? For the one day, which was
it was like $145 for us to get into one day on Sunday too. So
and we were there for like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours.
Yeah, there were no there used to be mystery boxes and like really big things that you could do, and there's nothing there, nothing.
Yeah, it was like when we used to go to the Buffalo Comic Cons, which were just the actual like comic book conventions and not actually like the Nickel City Con was. But maybe it'll be better next year. It's their first year back after COVID, and I know they were trying last year, and they had a whole bunch of stuff with vendors and things like that. And there's a lot of stuff going on this year with cons because everybody's trying to get back into the swing of things. So there's probably a lot of celebs and stuff that they couldn't get. I probably should have gone and talked to Sergeant Slaughter, but that's all good.
Just another old guy.
Yeah, another old guy in a hat. Who else was there? Lou Ferrigno was there, and a bunch of the guys from Sons of Anarchy. George Wendt from Cheers was there. The guys from Yandu and his the guy that's like his second in command there, his first mate.
James Gunn's brother or whatever.
Yeah, those guys were there. Then a bunch of horror people were there. I guess they're having some kind of horror con like October 30th and 31st. So I got actually invited to that by the promoters. So I'll probably go to that. Yeah. I don't know how. Just randomly got an invite through my DMs. I was like, sure, I'll come for one day at least. So it's all good. But I'm planning on going down to Cleveland on like the Wednesday before PowerCon, so the 9th, and then staying with Lee in Cleveland, and then shooting over from Cleveland to Columbus on Friday. So
you excited about PowerCon?
I'm very excited. It's my first year. I've always wanted to go. First year going. course, it used to be held in California, so it was kind of hard to go there. But I think they moved it. Can't remember. Ted and Aaron interviewed one of the guys that does some marketing. Is I can't remember what his title is, but Jeremy from PowerCon on Sunday night, and I think he said it moved there in 2019 or 2020, something like that. But anyway, so now that it's in Columbus, it's a lot easier to get to. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hoping to get Tanger, of course, from the Sparrow Toys, and then hope to get some Cosmic Legions Book 1, which Hella Dope couldn't get because they got late to the game for the pre-orders for that for distribution, and hope to get some of them. Maybe a couple Mythic Legions if they have anything I'm interested in. But then I'm going to look for some Superpowers Batman and Robin to go into my Superpowers Batmobile, because this is old toys and new toys, so it's all toys. So it's not like Nickel City where there's one vintage toy salesperson who's overcharging, and then the other one that's not even at his booth. So
yep.
It's all
Do
good.
You got any other like exciting plans for when you're down there though?
Well, I'm supposed to meet up with Jason for the one day, but I was going to stay with him for the weekend, but he's going out of town for work Saturday. So I'm going to go Friday morning, meet up with him Friday before the show. He might come to the show Friday, depending on if he's packed and ready to go and everything else. And then, so I'm looking forward to seeing him. And of course, I'm looking forward to Mr. Wonderful's going to be there, and Ted and Aaron are going to be there. So, and they're going to have like their booths are going to be like two booths, three booths apart. So, looking forward to hanging out with those guys. Already told them,
That's
if
gonna
they,
be awesome.
yeah, if they need someone to help run their booth so they can get in the poop line or whatever, I've done plenty of cons, so I can handle it. And looking forward to meeting like Bobby and Laser Pants and all them from the 3POA. And I don't know if Jeremy's going to be there or not. I can't remember if he said he was going to be there or not. But Sparrow Toys, Jason's going to be there. So Thanos, how you doing, buddy? Thanos Copter is in the house.
Aloha.
And so yeah, that's really I'm looking forward to like meeting everybody. Other people that I know from YouTube and stuff that I've never met, that are just guys you talk to online that you never meet in person until you go to a con. And then I'm planning on doing probably PowerCon this year, and then might try to do Joe Fest, Valicon, whatever you want to call it, next year, and not do PowerCon. Depends on how things play out with money and work time and everything else. So traveling down to Joe Fest is in Augusta, Georgia, which is a little bit farther of a trip than the 4.5 hours to get to Columbus. So all depends. If I go to Joe Fest or whatever next year, you're going to come along.
You're going to force me to?
Yep.
What if I'm not in America at that point?
And then you'll have to buy a ticket, Mr. Famous.
I moved to Antarctica.
Yeah. Living with the aliens underneath the ice cap.
That's
cool.
The plan.
That's cool in more ways than one.
That's silly.
Yes, it is. So yeah, PowerCon should be really cool. It was started out as like a Masters of the Universe con, right? And it's kind of just like expanded. That's the word I'm looking for.
Evolved.
Yeah, that's the word. Evolved into basically all toys, right? But still, the main focus is Masters of the Universe. But I think Mattel backed out, who of course started it with Masters of the Universe, and now people really look forward to like Mythic Legions being there, right? Because a lot of guys that collected Masters of the Universe, of course, collect Mythic Legions because it's similar to the fantasy brand. So, but hey, there's Lawrence is in the house. Thank you for showing up, Lawrence. How you doing? So we got Aaron, we got Ted, and Travis is popping in and out. We have Thanos Copter, and we have Lawrence, a punk with toys. He had a good stream on Monday night. Was pretty fun. He does this show on Monday night from like 9 to we decide. Sometimes it goes a little longer. It's called A Punk with Toys Monday Night Toy Ramblings, and Lawrence Can Ramble. And there's Cobweb Collector again. And so anyway, he rambled on. But of course, we did Ted and Aaron on Sunday, had the Hella Dope podcast, and that went till they started at 9 like usual, and that went till almost 10:30 with a pre-recorded show with the PowerCon guy. And then we got on live at 10:30, and I think we got off at 2:00 in the morning. So Ted said it was my fault. I told him I take no responsibility in that. Aaron was the one talking from 1:00 till 2:00 in the morning. That was a good stream, though. We had a lot of fun. I think we talked about everything from action figures to business to Hexastack to PowerCon to whatever. Anything to say to that?
Never anything to say ever.
Never anything
I don't
to say
talk
ever?
much.
Well, you need to start talking more. I can't just sit here and talk to myself. I could do that by myself.
That's what you do all the time.
I know, but I get the best answers that way.
You're taking solace in the only person that has any sense around here.
Exactly. See,
The
you
goat.
know.
Gandalf the Grey.
Yes. I saw a pretty cool video the other day on, I think it was a YouTube short, or maybe it was on Instagram, but this lady takes like the yeah, see, Lauren says you're the host of the show. You got to start talking.
I'm not the host of the show.
Yes,
I'm just
you are.
a guest.
You're on that side of the show, man. That makes you the host.
What does that mean? What does that even mean? All right, I'm hosting now.
Yep.
Stop talking about whatever you're talking. We're talking about something else now. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my podcast, and today we're going to be talking about stuff that I want to talk about. So, let's talk about swords. You got any swords around you? I can't see any right now for sure. Just a handle back there, right? Not a sword. Oh, there's a sword right there. Okay.
Yes, there's swords. We've already did the show for the swords.
This is now called the Sword Podcast. I'm sorry.
It's now called the Sword Podcast.
And we're starting a sword. It's called Conversations from the Swords.
I have my samurai knot on, so we're good. I'll bring out my
samurai versus knight. We'll see who wins.
I'm gonna be the samurai delicatessen, which is
I don't even know what that means.
Way over your age range and probably everybody in this show.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
So Saturday Night Live, Don Belushi, which one was it? John Belushi.
There are two Belushis?
Yes.
Okay.
He did this skit that was called the Samurai Delicatessen. And he was like
what does that mean?
A samurai, but I'm telling you, he was a samurai, but he had like a deli in New York City. And like people would ask like to cut the sub, and he'd pull out a samurai sword and like cut the sub in half, but it was like cut the whole table in half and stuff, because he was always telling people, to get out, and they were always making complaints and stuff. So it's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. So, how's your day?
Doing good, man. See what's Lawrence say here. Since your dad brought up my show, Luke, tune in if you want to learn how to gab and gab and gab. You don't even have to tune into the show. Just pick up one of his videos and watch.
All right.
Lawrence says I'm going to get out of here and stop rambling about 5 times before he actually gets out and stops rambling. It's awesome. I love it. Makes for a lot of fun. Whoa, that's a new angle.
Camera angle switch. Yeah.
So what else did you want to talk about?
I could do it over here too. Look at that.
We talked about swords. What else do you want to talk
about? Monkeys.
Monkeys?
Yeah. What's your favorite kind of monkey?
I have 2.
Okay.
I like howler monkeys for actual monkeys.
Yeah, that's
And then
pretty
if
good.
you include the apes, I
Nope,
like
those aren't monkeys.
you don't want to include the apes? Just
we don't
monkeys.
include apes here. We're just monkey strictly people.
All right.
I'm not an ape fan.
Then I like howler monkeys.
Okay.
And then I like giraffes. I don't know what any other type of smart ass kid. Anybody need to rent a 17-year-old? I have one for sale.
That was
I just sold you to the highest bidder.
That was a disgrace that you just said.
I really don't. I'm not a big fan of monkeys, though, dude.
You're an ape man. I get it. I
am definitely a big ape man. I do like the howler monkeys, and I think the ones that you like. What are they called?
Which ones? There's a lot.
The ones that you really like. The ones you were just talking about the other day.
The Japanese snow monkeys.
Yeah, those ones are cool. Oh, Maddie's
I like
here.
Japanese snow monkeys, mandrills, the Chinese, the rhesus monkeys.
Yeah.
You got the golden snub nose monkeys.
All right, Ted. See you soon.
Bye. Capuchin monkeys.
Capuchin monkeys, yes. But see, you like all the little monkeys. You want a monkey for your pet. I would rather have an ape. So what's your favorite kind of ape then?
Gorillas.
Silverbacks? Or
just gorillas.
Just gorillas
Mountain
in general?
gorillas, probably. I just like gorillas in general. Gorillas, and then probably orangutans, and then baboons. No, baboons are a type of monkey, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, baboons are nasty, dude.
And then
they're
chimpanzees.
Cool, right? They got the cool face, and other than their butts hanging out, but I mean,
that's not a baboon.
What is the one that has the butt?
Baboons' butts hang out, but they don't have the cool face. Baboons just kind of look like monkeys. Mandrills, though.
Mandrills.
Mandrills are the ones with like the blue and the red face.
Yeah, those guys are awesome looking.
Mm-hmm.
But they're nasty.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that movie? It has Idris Elba in there where he goes to the jungle and the lion is attacking. I can't remember what the hell it's called now, but
there's no lions in the jungle.
No, he was in Africa. I don't mean the jungle.
Yeah. Isn't it weird that lions are called the king of the jungle, but they don't live in the jungle?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little odd.
Yeah, I think
tigers are the king of the jungle.
Yeah.
King of the animal kingdom, really.
You know, that
fight a lion than a tiger.
Speaking of tigers, you know that Blade Master Wang figure that I wanted? The Tiger Samurai one?
Yeah.
So he's still on pre-order, but he's not available yet. But somebody like over in Japan, of course, has him because that's where he's getting made, right? And he posted a couple pictures today. Oh my God, just amazing what they can get them in. The poses, I mean. So here's an answer to your question.
What question did I ask?
That's for Maddie.
What question
about the monkeys?
The Saiyan is not a type of monkey.
What is it?
That's some sort of Dragon Ball reference, I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure it's not a monkey?
It's not a monkey.
Super Saiyan Monkey Ball?
Yeah, that. Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan Monkey Ball.
Monkey Ball was a good game.
I forgot all about Monkey Ball.
You forgot about Monkey Ball? How can you forget about Monkey Ball?
I don't know.
Disappointing, man.
I can tell you, though, that my YouTube algorithm gives me a ton of video game alien space monkey, Matt says.
Which one? Zan and Jaina? Their monkey?
That's Gleep.
Yeah, he's an alien space monkey, though.
Yeah.
What about Space Ghost's children's monkey?
That's Bleep.
Is that actually Bleep?
Yeah. I think Bleep's Jan and Zaina's, and Gleep is the Space Ghost.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Google.
It's funny that they're named the same thing. They're definitely not the same people.
Even Thanos Copter says, I count Saiyans as monkeys. Saiyans. How do you say it?
Saiyans?
I don't know. Super Saiyan? I don't know how to say it.
Saiyans.
Saiyans.
Saiyams.
So So monkeys.
Monkeys.
There's just not enough monkeys like in toy form. No,
yeah,
I mean in toy form, right? Like even when they make like stuffed animal monkeys, there's only like one style they go with. It's got the long curved tail.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking?
Wukong is on a level of its own, right?
That's a monkey.
I know it's a monkey.
That's a rhesus monkey.
Yes. And how many of those do you see around?
If you ever went to China, they eat you all the time.
Toy versions.
You're just an ape because you're an ape fan because you're a nationalist and you just like humans that much.
I really pretty much don't like human beings. That's why I like apes.
I don't believe it.
They're
apes were humans. Apes are humans, bro.
I know. They walked through the field, found the magic mushrooms.
Yes,
ate the magic mushrooms, got a conscience, and then became humans. I know how the evolution story works. And then they had some ancient aliens that, modified their DNA to make them intelligent so they can mine gold for them. And then they got sick of that and they had a big uprising. And I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. Well, this took quite the turn from
it did
where we were at. It's all good.
Anyway, you have anything else planned for today?
No.
I
figure we just wing it. So we're winging it.
We're always winging it.
Yeah. We could take questions from the chat. Let's take questions from the chat. Who's got a question?
Is there anybody here?
I don't know if anybody's left. Well, let's see if there is. There's 2 people, it says. There's something I was going to tell you.
How much you love me.
Well, I tell you that all the time because I do love you. Because you're the best son ever.
You did come into an odd live stream. That's true.
Matt, you should know better when it comes to me that it's going to get odd. And then you throw someone from my bloodline in there, it's going to get even worse. Extraterrestrial aliens or interdimensional aliens?
Interdimensional, obviously.
Yeah, Matt, we went to Nickel City on Sunday. We were just discussing that a little bit ago. It was probably two or three times as much to get in as it used to be, and it was probably half the show it used to be. So I did run into Adam there, which is something I probably should have talked about. So I was just walking through the con, and my friend who's been living in other countries and then most recently living in Baltimore just happened to be at the con on Sunday, and I ran into him. So hung out with him for about an hour at the con, and then we went out to lunch. So that was pretty cool to see him. But yeah, Matt, compared to what it used to be, it was
bad.
It was pretty disappointing.
Awful.
Yeah.
Disappointing. Garbage.
Probably
Stupid.
what I would say probably a third of the upstairs was nothing but celebrity stuff, right? And they had it way spread out just so they could, keep people in line. So there's nothing really that exciting there. And then they had some fake Ecto 1 and a Knight Rider kit car. It was pretty cool looking, but they had some like Toyota Prius or something decked out as an Ecto 1, which is really weird. But Thanos Copter wants to know about extraterrestrials or interdimensionals. What's the difference? Tell us, Luke. School us on what the difference is.
Well, extraterrestrial aliens come from outer space. So that's like anywhere outside on a different planet, Interdimensional aliens come from a different dimension. That's like anything in a different dimension,
All right, now that we clarified that, why do you think interdimensional aliens over extraterrestrial?
Because extraterrestrial aliens still have to abide by the laws of physics and stuff, rather than interdimensional aliens just can do whatever they want.
So an extraterrestrial would be someone that lives on Mars, right? Yeah. And interdimensional would be like someone that lives in a completely different reality. So the laws of our universe would apply to an extraterrestrial, but not to an interdimensional. So what if there was a battle between an extraterrestrial and an interdimensional alien races?
There wouldn't.
Why not?
Because interdimensional aliens are just too evolved for that, you know? They don't have to battle.
They don't have to battle? Why not?
They're over the idea of fighting because they realize that when people die, they just come back. So it's like, there's no point. You know?
So for them, the physical form and battling over the physical form with the physical form is
it means
pointless.
Nothing. Yeah.
Right. I get that. So yeah, they are so enlightened that they understand that if they kill you, you're just going to come back as some other being.
So you're just going to become far more powerful than you could possibly
imagine. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Some force ghost that glows blue tells a kid about his sister after he's already made out with her. It's just not fair. Yep. It's just not fair. What's Maddie say about the Nickel City?
That's sad to hear, and I wish I was there and away so I could see Adam as well
too. Yeah. Yeah, the show was pretty disappointing. Did see Shad. Anybody wants to check out some cool pop culture art, go check out on Instagram. It's Shad, SHAD Paints. He does some cool pop culture stuff. It's all hand painted and like really detailed, so you pay for what you get, right? You're getting unique pieces of art, but he does sell prints too. I got several prints. I should bring out my prints. You want to see my prints, Luke?
I'd love to.
All right, let me go grab my prints. You entertain the people.
I got you.
I'm gonna put myself on mute, but I'm gonna leave my camera on.
Nothing happened. That didn't just happen. Don't tell him this, but I went to his house and I stole a bunch of stuff, but I also didn't take it. I just put it in a bunch of different places than it was before. So he's not going to know where a lot of things are, and he's going to be like, "Where's my coffee?" And I'm going to be like, "No idea," but it's inside of his toilet paper drawer. So it's pretty funny. He's going to be freaking out soon. And I'm just going to be like, "You're getting old. You're having dementia," and he's not going to know. He's going to be like, "What? I have dementia?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, you have dementia." And then I'll have to take him to the nursing home. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, son of mine. You're lucky I love you. I do have dementia because I put these all together the other day. And on Sunday after we got back from the con and stuff. And I put this cardboard that keeps them all nice and straight right where I wouldn't forget where it was.
And you forgot where it was.
Yep. So
that happens a lot to you.
Yes. So last time Shad sent me some paintings. He sent me some collector cards like this Dick Tracy one. And one of Iron Man versus Mandarin. And then I think this is supposed to be Tommy Lee Jones from the Batman movie, where he played Two-Face. And then one of Taylor Dane, which you probably don't know who Taylor Dane is, but
no idea.
She was a singer back in the 80s, maybe the early 90s. So we'll start with the ones that I got from Shad a while ago. And this is the Ghostbusters going against Zool at the end of Ghostbusters 1. At the bottom it says, don't cross
the
streams. So this is just a print of his actual painting, but this is what the painting looks like.
It's really
Pretty
good.
sweet. Yep. And then here's one of Bruce Banner, Bill Bixby as Bruce Banner, and Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk. Shad's actually painted several pictures, and Lou Ferrigno actually has them hanging in his man cave in his house. And then we have This Is the Way with the Mando and the Grogu. And those are all from the previous ones that I've gotten from him. And then Sunday for Emily, I got a what did I get for Emily? Lost Boys.
I wasn't listening.
Lost Boys with Kiefer Sutherland. And then I got for your mother one with the Griswolds in the Family Truckster. So I got this one, which is one of the best movies ever made. Needs no explanation. And then this one, which is from my favorite movie and one of Shad's favorite movies as well, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, from the ending where Neil Page and Del Griffith are walking to Neil Page's house after their road trip home from Chicago via many, many disasters. That was actually part of that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was filmed around here in Western New York. We have a highway called the 219, and there's a highway scene in this movie that was filmed on that before they actually opened the 219. Shad actually went there and did a YouTube video a couple years ago from the actual location. And then the one train that we went on, remember when you were a kid? That actually went to the train station that they go to in the movie. And we were on the actual train we rode on was a train that they filmed the movie in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's probably my favorite movie. Big John Candy and Steve Martin fan. So, but yeah, Shad Paints is on Instagram. His last name is Nowicki, which is Nowicki. So if you want to find him on YouTube and some other platforms, it's Shad Nowicki. I think he's doing a con in New York City, and he's also doing a con, the Steel City Con in Pittsburgh. He's actually really good friends with Kevin Smith and what's the other guy's name that hangs out with Kevin?
I don't know who Kevin Smith is.
Kevin Smith from the 80s, Mallrats, comic book guy. Jay and Silent Bob, those guys? No? Before your time. Now there's another part of your homework assignment. Go look up who Kevin Smith is. Let's see. Did you answer this question? This is going back to the interdimensional aliens.
I don't know what Q is. What is Q?
Exactly. That's why I want you to explain it.
Q is one of the letters in the English alphabet.
He's not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. That answer your question, Maddie? So yeah, Shad was there. That was probably one of the best booths that was there. There's a lot of guys in Nickel City that were selling like basically a poster you could order off Amazon or get at Walmart for, $3.99 or whatever.
$20.
They were selling it laminated for, $20-25.
Insane.
They didn't really have any like major like true comic book artists that were a big draw. They had a couple of guys that did like, Marvel and DC, but they were artists that they're like background pencilers and things like that. There wasn't actually like, big names, which is sad, because it used to be a great show to go to. But like I said, hopefully next year, now that they got one in, it'll get better again and become a big con. This one was actually, in my opinion, though, because Jason and I'm not sure if Maddie was there or not, were had a booth at the very first one, or no, maybe we went there as press. I think we went to the first one as press.
It was press,
and that one was definitely better than this one. And then the next year was when they got really big, and they had like William Shatner and Hulk Hogan and all them guys there, right? So this one was really, really, in my opinion, disappointing.
I 100% agree.
Oh, I forgot to show something else that I got, dude. Did I show this yet? Batman. I just ordered off of eBay. This is the Mattel version. McFarlane makes a version of this that's 1/12 scale for 6-inch figures. But this is the Mattel version that came out. Remember, I had this a long time ago in the box, and then I ended up selling it because I was going to make it into an RC, and then I just never did. But I got this one again. I got a really good deal on this. These go for like 100 loose and 200 in the box, right? I got this for like $35 plus $10 for shipping. So
wow,
got a really good deal on this. So then I got this, and then I got I found from Mattel their version of Adam West, Burt Ward, and Catwoman, the Joker, and the Riddler.
Mr. Freeze? Oh
no, they didn't make anybody else. The only other one that I won't have is
the Penguin.
The Penguin, and I think they might have made a Batgirl, but I'm not sure about that. But McFarlane made Batgirl, and McFarlane makes 66 Mr. Freeze and King Tut. So I might grab a couple of those just to get the whole thing. McFarlane also makes like the Batcave playset and Wayne Manor and the Villain's Lair. So I might grab those if I can find them on a good price, not all at once, but I should have got the one guy was selling a couple months ago was selling the Batcave with the Villain's Lair for like $20 for the set of them. They were loose, but they were complete. You're selling them for like $20 for the set and like $10 shipping or something like that. So $30 I could have both sets complete, and can't remember. I decided to spend my money elsewhere. So let's see what Maddie's saying here. I was for press and for the both 2 years. Yep. And no, not that one. This one. It was a good con. Hopefully it will come back to its former glory. Yeah, it was definitely a good con. And then I was there the year we were just press, and then there for the year that we also had the booth. Yep. First year I wasn't there. That's when you guys got to see the actor who played Darth Maul. Oh yeah. Yep, that was a good time. The Ray Park there. That guy was insane. Got everybody up on stage and was teaching them Sith moves, and went through and high-fived every single person that was in attendance in the meeting room there. So that was pretty cool. Sang happy birthday to the girl whose birthday it was. Remember that? Yeah, that was a good time. That's right. I forgot you weren't at that first one, Maddie. You made it to the second two. So there's 2 people watching supposedly. I don't know who the other one is other than Matt, but
it's me.
It's you?
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody else has any questions.
I have a question.
Answer. I'll give you an answer. Let's see if they match.
Answer. Why'd you just say answer?
I was getting out my magic 8-ball.
Answer. It's your turn.
So listen,
you have to give us.
I was watching. Let me just say
you have to give us.
I was just watching Johnny Quest. Hold that thought. I was just watching the original Johnny Quest TV show. Remember how we discussed cartoons last week, right?
No, I don't remember that.
I was watching Johnny Quest, and I never even remember this, but Thanos Copter is still here, setting up pictures. Well, I will look forward to seeing those pictures later on the old Instagram. So anyway, on Johnny Quest, he had a computer who was basically Siri, and its name was Eunice. So I think when I'm going to change my phone's Siri to Eunice, and that's just what I'm going to do.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
You should get an Alexa. Question. You should get an Alexa and do that.
Alexa, yeah.
Like a home system.
Yep. Well, that's what I want to do.
Like,
get like an Alexa system and be like
Jarvis.
Eunice. Yeah. But I was like, damn, that was way out before like Iron Man had Jarvis. That was before, we had Alexa. That was, that was back in the 70s.
Iron Man came out in like the 30s. I think he might have had Jarvis beforehand.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Let's Google it.
Anyway, what was your question while you're Googling?
How old are you?
How old am I? How old do I look?
95.
95? Then I'm 94. You're off by a year. I'll be 95 next month. Next question.
What's your favorite color?
Watermelon. That's why I have this watermelon colored shirt on. So when I dribble the juice from the watermelon down my shirt, you can't see it. Like my other one that I wore the other night. This is actually my Cotswold Collectibles shirt. It's got the Cotswold Collectibles shield on there, which is cool. Great place for 1/6 scale goodies and some other. They have some smaller things for 1/12 and 1/18 scale. What's your shirt? I can't read it.
There's Tokyo, Japan on it. It's got a dragon on the back, I'm pretty sure. Or flowers or something. I don't remember.
Cool. You're like, yeah. Did you ever watch Big Trouble in Little China?
The one with the one guy from
with Kurt Russell?
Yeah, Kurt Russell, that guy. Yeah.
That's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I started watching that the other night, but I didn't finish. But it's on like
I like that you said multiple times last week that you've never watched The Last Samurai.
I never have.
Yes, you have. That's a lie. You said you did it after.
Who's The Last Samurai in?
Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, it's Tom Cruise. Yes, I did watch that.
Yeah, God, you watched that movie. You have to.
You know which movie I've only seen the first part of was that one that Matt Damon was in. I don't know how good it was, but it was
Martian?
That one. No, I saw that one. The one where he's over in like China, fighting on the Great Wall. I think it's called the Great Wall or something.
I've never heard of it.
Your mom and I started watching that years ago when it came out, and like Matt Damon and some other guy are like, I don't know if they're Europeans or whatever they're doing. They're over in the Great Wall and they're defending the Great Wall, and China's getting attacked by some people. I don't really know the premise of the movie, but it was pretty wild.
You ever watch Red Cliff?
No.
What about the second one?
What's the second one called? Red Cliff 2? No.
Yeah. They're really good movies. You should watch them. It's about like ancient China, and the Tang Dynasty, I think, is taking over, and they're trying to steal one of the guy's like wife, because the whole thing is about this warlord guy just trying to steal one guy's wife. So like they're getting
it's actually called Red Cliff.
Yeah, they're like getting the two nations that are weaker to join together and fight I think it's the Tang Dynasty.
Is it on any streaming services right now?
I don't know. I'll Google it.
I'd be interested in watching that. All right.
It's where to watch the movie on? The Han Dynasty.
Oh, yes.
Not the Tang Dynasty. The Tang Dynasty was like the first Chinese dynasty of all time.
Tang, it's all the same.
It's not all the same. There's a very, very vast history, man. God. You can watch it on YouTube, Hoopla, Amazon.
Pay or free?
It's $2.99 on Amazon.
Okay.
YouTube, not $2.99. Or
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
You were at my house today.
I was.
And now my coffee's missing. And I can't find my favorite pair of shorts. And all my toilet paper is gone.
Wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. You're just going crazy. You threw that all out.
Legit question. Did you take the candy bar I bought for you in the fridge?
I didn't. You can go check the fridge. It's for you.
You didn't take it?
No.
Did you know it was there?
I did.
Did you look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time I go in that fridge, I look.
I know. That's why I was asking. Yeah. I didn't look to see if he took it or not, and I forgot to tell you. So.
I thought it was for you. I didn't want to steal something from you.
No, I don't. I only eat those peanut butter candy bars when I'm with you, brother.
Brother, even though I'm your son.
Yep.
All right.
Let me tell you something, brother. Did you enjoy the ribs?
I loved them. They were great.
And the Q sauce was good?
It wasn't citrusy enough.
You got the watered down version.
I like citrusy barbecue sauce. That was more sweet.
Yeah, you got the watered down version because after I got the ribs all cooked up, I made some more, but I was out of my I didn't have any more lemon left. So I had to use like
why didn't you invite me over?
I did. I asked if you were awake and you didn't reply for like 2 hours. That's why I asked.
That wasn't the same. You can't just say, "Are you awake?" Then I'll just like ignore it. If you ask, "Hey, you want to go eat ribs?" Then
when your father says, "Are you awake?" you respond because that means there's a chance for you to have food.
I just didn't check. I just haven't checked my phone all day.
I know. I thought you were out in the woods.
No, I was busy writing a book.
Writing a book. Good for you. Doing your job.
Doing my job.
So yeah, anyway, the ones that I cooked the ribs in was better than what I used on top of them. So, but yeah, I like it a little more citrusy than sweet myself. But what's that?
8-ball pool.
How about you play us a song on your instruments before it gets any later?
Okay, 1 second.
I want to hear something on your mandolin.
I missed. I'm so bad. I don't have my mandolin out right now.
I mean, you don't have it out.
It's in my closet.
Oh. Well, what instrument you got handy? He takes requests. Anybody got a request?
Where is my mandolin?
You're going senile, dude.
No, you're senile. I never even had a mandolin.
What do you got?
The mandolin. No, this is my ukulele, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely your ukulele. Your mandolin's bigger than that.
That has a cooler case. I think my mandolin's over there. A little bit.
All right, we want to hear What a Wonderful World.
That's so out of tune.
Yep.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
What's up, Aaron?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. There you go.
Come on, sing the song.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
You can sing better than that.
I can. I just won't. I refuse to.
You refuse to. I'll sing it with you. Ready?
Yeah, you sing it.
I don't know how it starts. Tell me how it starts. I'm senile.
You don't know how Somewhere Over the Rainbow starts?
I don't remember how he sings it. No.
He says ooh a bunch of times.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, 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 ooh,
ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Now you're just saying the Home Depot theme song.
Home Depot. How many weeks have we done this show, Luke? This is the 6th episode, okay? Every Sunday and every Wednesday, I've told your sister Emily not to contact me during 8:30 till midnight. And every Sunday and Wednesday, she decides to message me 6 times during that period of time. If I told her to do that, she would not do that. Anyway, why aren't you playing that for real?
The membrane's all messed up.
What is that? Is that your Chinese flute?
tape. Here, I'll play you guys a beautiful Japanese flute song.
How you doing tonight, Aaron? We're just hanging out,
Aaron?
talking and chilling.
Stalking and thrilling.
We're not stalking. We're talking.
We're stalking and chilling.
We're stalking and killing is a different show.
That's our dark web.
That's right.
Podcast that we start. Stalking and killing.
The music will be much creepier on that. All right, let's hear it. Do you have your pan flute? Let's hear Lord of the Rings on the pan flute.
I can play it on this.
Okay, let's hear it.
You hear that at all?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. All right. Tell me if you can hear it. Wait. You hear it?
Barely.
Ugh. 1 second. Let's see now.
You're trying to play it too quiet.
I'm not trying to play it quietly. The microphone's just like zoning out.
It keeps cutting in and out. You can hear parts of it good, then other parts go dit, 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 dit.
Well, I'll just you just don't get to hear it, I guess. Sucks to be you.
Sucks to be me.
Yes, sir. That's called a traditional Chinese tizi.
Pizza?
Tizi.
Pizza.
Tizi. Tizi.
All right.
Tizi. It's D-I-Z-I.
How many instruments you have right now? Besides the
mandolin,
keyboard that's at my
ukulele, two guitars, that flute, a pan flute, another flute. I think that's it. The drums, that piano, like 10.
How many lessons have you had?
0.
Good man. Anything else?
People can't teach me things. I'm unteachable.
No, you are unteachable. You're definitely unteachable. So what do you want to talk about now? We talked about
time for you to watch.
Aliens.
Time for you to watch.
So Aaron's discussing Mod Podge on an action figure. Joints in high contact areas use super glue gel. Okay. So what's the purpose of the Mod Podge? What makes the Mod Podge different than an actual
It makes it shiny.
sealer?
It makes the paint shiny and it looks better.
Yeah, but
it looks like
sealers,
a finish.
So what's the difference between the Mod Podge and the sealer?
The Mod Podge is cheaper.
No.
You get a huge container for like $3.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering why you'd go Mod Podge and not just a normal sealer.
Because it's cheaper and more accessible.
Be very careful and slowly apply with a toothpick over the super glue. Yes. Yeah, I've super glued joints to make them actually tighter. You can use the same principle for the thing, except you actually get it in the joint. And as the super glue is drying, you just slowly articulate the joint. It'll actually fill in some of the gaps, so it's not such a loose joint. But that, like what you do there with the paint stuff, is a very, very delicate process you have to be fully focused on in order not to seal your joint into whatever position you decide to stop moving it in while the glue's drying. All right. So what else, dude?
Nothing. I have nothing. Do you have anything?
I have lots of stuff. Lots of stuff, man. Let's talk about Sasquatch. Want to talk about Sasquatch? I also
Maybe we
have
could save that.
spray sealer.
I kind of gotta go.
Where do you gotta
go? Places.
You really need to leave?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's important to me.
So is your girlfriend calling you?
For sure.
Damn women always getting in the way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's paint say here? Mod Podge seals the paint. And I also have a spray sealer, but not sure if I love the finish. Not sure I love the finish. So do you use the Mod Podge gloss or Mod Podge matte? Which one is better? You want to go for another 5 minutes, Luke, and then we'll call it?
Sure.
Okay. You got to go. That's fine. We can do that.
Okay.
You good for 5 minutes?
I can do 5 minutes.
All right. So we'll wait for Aaron to come back. So he does customs, does a lot of like tear a figure down to like, nothing but components and then paint it and put it back together. So pretty interesting. So so next week you are responsible for a topic for next week. So what do you want a topic to be for next week? You want to talk about Sasquatch next week?
Let's just talk about like cryptids and Sasquatch and ghosts and
stuff. All right, let's talk about cryptids. I will see if my buddy Jeff wants to come on.
Okay.
From Skunk Works G.I. Joe Customs. We can talk about cryptids.
Sounds cool.
He is a cryptid maniac also. How's that sound?
Sounds awesome.
Have a cool guest. Maybe he can bring some of his G.I. Joe fans also. And I will talk to him on Instagram as soon as we're done here. So, yeah, we only got one person in here watching. It's probably just Aaron. Not that it's just Aaron, but I mean, Aaron's here, but we appreciate him stopping by.
Is Aaron the one guy? Who's Aaron?
No, there's two Aarons. So there's Aaron,
there's
which
so many
is
Aarons.
Aaron is Black Knight from Hella Dope Toys. This is Aaron, paints toy samples, and he has a show on Friday nights where he's like I don't think he has his doctor, but he has like therapy. He used to be a therapist or whatever. So like he has this show and it's pretty cool because he kind of takes you through like reliving your childhood and what toys mean to you from that point of view and what do you collect now that's the nostalgia feeling on it and all that kind of stuff. It's a really cool show and he brings on a bunch of YouTubers to do that. This Friday's Travis is going to be on there, but he walks you through the whole process, like talks about what the last time you actually played is, not just looked at your figures but actually played, all this kind of stuff. Really cool show. So if you're ever around on Friday nights, it starts at 9:35. So what's Thanos say here?
They have a local cryptid that looks like a walking pair of pants.
What's it called?
The Pants Monster.
Funny story. I used to go ice camping a lot when I was a kid, and
oh no,
one of the guys. I
can just tell where this is going.
One of the guys actually lost his pants somehow. We're not really sure how, and some guys found them across the lake and brought them back over to us.
They were just standing straight up.
And they were frozen solid, standing straight up, basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Good times. So Thanos, I'm definitely interested in what this cryptid is called. That's just a walking pair of pants. Is it like called Levi or?
It's called the Pants Monster.
Wrangler or what?
Those are the only type of jeans that you know about.
Yes, they are. What's he say?
Fresno
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Fresno Nightcrawler. I'm definitely going to have to note that and Google that later for sure. That is awesome. And it's just a pair of pants. No like platform shoes or Crocs or anything it's wearing. Hippie sandals, nothing. Just
Birkenstocks.
Oh, I hate Birkenstocks. Worst sandals ever made.
Timberlands. You can hear them clonking in the street at night.
No doubt.
If you hear Timberlands clonking in the street, it's the Fresno Nightcrawler.
Yes, now we know what that is.
Yeah.
You hear the click, 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 thump, 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 or flip, 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 flip. You know the Fresno Nightcrawler's coming for you. All right. Well, we're cutting this one short, I guess. So
it's only really 15 minutes short. I was going to say.
A little shorter than usual. But next week, we will be discussing cryptids. So tune in next week for that.
And ghosts.
And ghosts. The whole spectrum of...
The whole supernatural bouquet.
Spectrum. Okay.
The bouquet of supernatural.
So hard to tell. The videos are fuzzy and the feet obscured by the grass. I would definitely be Googling that later, Thanos. Thank you for that. That's one I've never heard of. But anyway, guys, next week, 8:30 Wednesday. You can find me on Instagram at ActionFigs. Of course, we're here on YouTube. And Luke is on Instagram, Luke the Lotus. Anybody that hasn't yet, check out his book, Lotus. It's available on Amazon. Links are in our... Instagram profiles, I believe, or at least did you put it in your profile or in your bio? No? All right. Well,
it's in the pin post though.
Yeah, it's in the pin post. So anyway, yep. And we will be back next week. Thanks everybody for stopping by. We will talk to you soon. See y'all on Instagram. Thanks.